So it's been a couple of years now since we first built the Power Wheels Hurricane. We've had a lot of interest in it, and some people have asked for a walk around. He broke it again. He's been driving it a lot, and you'll see that when we flip around here and show you the rest of the Jeep here. But he's broken it again, and some of the electrical components have broken, so we're gonna fix them, get it back on. Okay, so this is the Jeep Power Wheels Hurricane that we have modified in the Power Wheels Hurricane playlist that you may have found us here on YouTube. You may have seen the other episodes. As you can tell, it is kind of muddy. He has been wheeling it, he has been mudding it, he has been driving it hard. He actually just recently learned how to do skids with it by turning off the scooter switch while he's going full speed, and that'll cause the brake to turn on and it will do a nice long skid. So you can actually see he's started to wear down the knobs on the tires a little bit. Today we have it in the shop because he drove it into a mud pit and he bent the tie rod or the drag link. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's the drag link. I'm sure you can see it right here. This guy right here was straight not too long ago. So we're going to, my original intention with that was to put a steel rod on it like this and just use the all thread at the ends. But I was kind of in a hurry when I redid the steering last time, and I didn't finish it. So now I'm gonna take that back off of there and finish it up. We had one of our fog light bulbs right here go out. We replaced that. That's back online. And then the other thing that has broken just recently was the battery monitor right here. Oh, come on. There we go. It's, yeah, well, it's not on because you can see it's missing. But that is what we use to monitor the batteries. The batteries have been holding up pretty well, and probably not going to get that deep into it to take the batteries out, but we're going to take that little voltage meter out and replace it. We're going to fix the tie rod, give you guys a little update. I did not yet replace the front tires. It is my plan at some point, or it has been my idea, to put a comparable size tire on the front. However, when I did have a set of skinnier tires that was on there for a little while. You might see that in some of the videos. They came off of one of my carts, one of my dump carts for the lawn. And when I needed the dump cart back, I had to put these tires back on it. And that's really just because I haven't had a whole lot of time to mess with it, and also because I haven't really wanted to spend the money, because the tires, like the backs, would cost something around $100 to $120, and he loves it. These are working great. Other than the looks and my OCD, there's no reason really to change the tires on the front, because these are doing just fine. So that's really what it boils down to, is it is functioning great for what it is, and he loves it. The steering box is working great. After our last modification where we extended the drag link, or the tie rod end, or the arm off the end of the steering box, it has drastically improved the steering, except for now where it's bent. But that has been hours and hours of fun. But that's what we got, and let's get to work. do that. Yeah. All right, so here's what we're working with. This is the tie rod. It was once straight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take that bend out of there. We're gonna straighten it back up. And then we're gonna put a sleeve on it, weld the sleeve in place. We're gonna leave the all thread on the ends for adjustability so we can adjust the steering wheel. And then we're gonna put it back in the Jeep and we're gonna go wheeling. Is that a good plan? All right. This to the negative, and this to the positive, and there we have no voltage. Well, there you have it. I have tested out the failed voltage meter, and that is all we can do now. I've ordered a new one because of the COVID isolation thing going on right now. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to be delivered. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to leave this apart in my garage or do I put it all back together with the bad one, let him drive it for a week or two while this thing arrives. I haven't decided. We got the Jeep back together. Got a new voltage meter. Got it put in there. All comes on and works just like it should now. He wanted the green lights. He was very excited about that. Put it back down on the ground and he took it for a spin, and only just a couple hours later he came to me and told me that the axle isn't right, it's spinning. Well, okay. So this is the first time that we've had a problem with our coupler system. I can't really tell for sure what's wrong with it yet. I'm gonna have to pull it up, put it onto the rack or sawhorses is what that is, and we'll pull that tire off and see what we bent or broke or spun or whatever it is. Okay, so I don't know if you watch the other videos, you will know this is a coupler that I had made specially to adapt the scooter axle shaft with the hub part of the snowblower tires. And as you can see, it has a little bit of play in there. We had this coupler machined so that it would fit the shaft from the tire, but then in order for the shaft for the tire to fit through the pillow block bearing collar, I had to shave off the powder coating on the wheel, which then led to a slightly less than tight fit in the machined bearing. I had instructed them to machine it to 1 inch, but they took the wheel with them and machined it to 1 inch plus the amount of the powder coating on the wheel, which left, once the powder coating was removed, which I hadn't done before I took it to the machine shop, the coupler, the inside diameter of the coupler was larger than that of the wheel. So it leaves a little bit of tolerance in there, so if it comes loose, that's what we get. And because it came loose, our threaded axle tie also allowed for some slop. So we'll pull that all back in tight, tighten down all the set screws, reset everything, see how she holds. This other side seems pretty good still. Here we go. Well, there you have it. I have it back together, and it was just set screw came out, and we're back in business. Let's check it out. So I took the time to put this set screw back in, tightened it back down. There's a hole corresponding to there inside that is that wasn't lined up, so I lined it up, tightened it up, good to go. I retightened the set screws on the pillow block bearing. They were loose, or they weren't loose, but I loosened them up to make sure that it sucked in correctly. And then I tightened that guy down with some Loctite this time, and we are back in business. I'm going to throw some grease back in the bearings and send it on its way. Give it a quick walk around while it's on the sawhorses. This is what it looks like right now. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking in on the update. That's all for today. I would like to do one more walk around video and some more shots of him driving it. He thoroughly enjoys it, and you should see that coming up soon. Hit subscribe. Check out the rest of the playlist where I do some time-lapse videos and some walk-arounds of when we built it, and have a couple of videos of him driving it in the snow. So stop by, hit subscribe. I have all kinds of other videos that I have done, and I hope to do more in the future of just random stuff that I work on in the shop and around the house. So thanks for stopping by.